Okay, new unit. Day one. We're going to do all of this without a calculator, okay? And these first few steps, we're going to see how we can change things from log form to exponential form, okay, and back and forth. Okay, so here's what we've got. We've got b to the x is equal to a. Okay, I'm going to say you're going to log roll it, which means you're going to switch forms. I don't think log roll is actually a real mathematical term, but you're going to roll it, meaning we're going to go log base b, okay? So we have base, we have exponent, equals my answer. Okay, whenever we roll it, we're going to go log, okay? This is going to be our base. Our answer is equal to x, okay? And you're going to see me, and whenever I take it from log form to exponential, that's called exponential. This is called log form. You're going to roll it. So I'm going to go b to the x is equal to a. Okay. So now log and natural log have the same things. Okay, natural log always has a base of e, and so we're going to have e to the x is equal to a. And over here, you're like, what happened to the e? The e is down here. It's just not written. Every time a natural log will have a base of e. Okay, if you ever see that log doesn't have a base, like log base 7 is equal to, I don't know whatever, this guy would have a base of 10, it's just not written in there. Okay, so here is what we're going to go back to time and time again. Okay, if we're going to roll this, we're going to go e to the x is equal to a. Okay, exponential form on the left, log form right here on the right. Okay, let's look at this. It says rewrite each exponential expression in log form. Okay, I'm not saying are these true. This is true. 2 to the third is equal to 8. So now we're going to change it back to log form. For it to be in log form, that literally means I have a log in my answer. So I'm going to look at this. I'm going to say, okay, this is base, exponent, answer. Okay, so I'm going to change this. So I'm going to go log. My base is 2. My answer is 8 is equal to 3. So we're going log base answer equals exponent. Okay, because whenever you roll it, you're going to go base to the exponent is equal to the answer. Okay? We're just going to continue to rewrite these. We're flipping forms. We're going to go log base 10 of what answer? 1,000 is equal to 3. If you rewrote this without the log on the base, it's going to be log 1,000 equals to 3. Okay, same here. We are going to go, this one is actually not 2 to the third, or 2/3 to the fourth. I think I need to change this. Is actually, I don't know why it says 64. 16 over 81. Okay, whoops. Here we go. So we're going to go log. My base is 2/3 of 16 over 81 is equal to my exponent, which is 4. Okay, e's. Okay, now you see your base is e, and you're like, e, that's weird. Okay, it's natural log. Natural log. Your base is e. I'm not going to write, or you can write it just so you can get in the habit of it, is equal to 2, and then you would rewrite it and say natural log of x is equal to 2. This guy's going to be natural log of e of 4 is equal to y, so I'm going to rewrite this and say natural log of 4 is equal to y. Okay, why do we have these two different forms? Because at some point we're going to have a variable as my exponent, like an x as an exponent, and we're going to need to get rid of it. So we're going to have to be able to roll it to be able to find it. Okay, so now we're going to rewrite each of these. Okay, we're going to roll it, right? We have a log, we have a base, answer equals exponent, and I'm going to go base, exponent equals answer. So 4 squared is equal to 16. I'm leaving it like that. 4 squared does equal 16. Okay, I'm going to roll it. 1/10, sorry, not 1/10, 1/100 to the negative 2 power is equal to, and you're like, what is it equal to? Well, what number is down here that you do not see is 10. Now, whenever we get to natural log, you're like, what's my base? Oh, my base is e. I agree with you, but this e right here That is not your base. My base is this little e down here that's not written. Oops, I didn't need to make that blue, but here we go. We go e to the x is equal to e squared. Again, we got a little baby e down here, and then I'm going to roll it. E to the 0 power is equal to 1. That is true. And here we're going to roll this. X squared is equal to 4. Okay. Got a few more things. So evaluate or solve the following. That means I need an answer. Okay, we're not going to use our calculator. And so you're like, okay, what do I do here? If I need an answer, that means I need to set it equal to x. And then I'm going to roll it. Whenever you're stuck, I'm going to say, hey, roll this. Okay, 3 to what power gives me 27? Okay, and you're like, ooh, not totally sure. Okay, however, well, 3 to the 3rd power gives me 27. So several ways you can do this. Okay, we can go 3 to the x is equal to 3 to the 3rd and get both my bases be the same. When my bases are the same, my exponents are the same. Okay, we're going to set that equal to x, and now you're going to roll it. 9 to the x is equal to 27. Okay, in this case, we need to have my bases the same. 9 raised to any power is not going to give me 27. So let's break this back down. We're going to have 3 to the 2x, because 3 squared gives me 9, right? Is going to equal, how can I change 27? That's 3 to the 3rd power. So when my bases are the same, I can set my exponents equal to each other. 2x is equal to 3, x is equal to 3 over 2. Set this equal to x. I'm going 25 to the x is equal to 1 over 125. Okay, so I'm going to change this to be 5 to the 2x is equal to, I'm going to change 1 over 25. That's the same thing as 125 to the negative 1st power. And so you're like, okay, if my base here is 5, then this also needs to be 5 if I'm having to do this without a calculator. And so that's going to be 5 to the 3rd. And it's not just a 3, it's a negative 3. It's going to go back down in the denominator. So my x is negative 3 over 2. Okay, I'm just flipping forms to be able to answer and solve this. Okay, same sort of stuff. Let's continue on. Set that equal to x. Roll it. 7 to the x is equal to 1. Any number raised to a power, how do you get that to be 1? Is x equals 0. 7 to the 0 power will give me 1. Okay, let's set that equal to x. And so you're like, okay, that's 10. 10 to the what power is equal to 10? That would be to the 1st. X equals 1. Okay, set this equal to x. And so you're like, what's my base? What's my base? Oh, it's the little e that's not written. E to the x is equal to e to the 7. X is equal to 7. Set that equal to x also. Put that little e down here. So we go whoop, whoop. E to the x is equal to e. That would be e to the 1st. X equals 1. So you're going to start to notice, like, hey, if I just have a natural log and an e, then those are going to cancel out and give me a 1. That exponent would then be my answer. But then you go here, and so you're like, ooh, this has a log in the exponent, okay? But I'm still going to set it equal to x. So now I've got to flip forms. You're like, I'm stuck. How can I flip forms? Well, this is exponential form. This would be my base. This is an exponent. Is equal to an answer. Okay? So now if I want to change that, now I'm going to change it and go log. My base is 6. My answer is x is equal to my entire exponent, which is this. Log base 6 of 2. If that's the case, log base 6 will cancel out with log base 6. X is equal to 2. Okay. Set that equal to x. Again, we are in exponential form here, so let's change it. Has a base of e, so I need to go natural log. I'm going to write that e down there of x is equal to my entire top. Natural log of 8. Remember, this natural log up top would have an e. It's just not written, so those guys cancel out, and so I say x is equal to 8. I'm going to do these the same every single way so that I don't try and figure out like, oh, well, this one there's a shortcut, and this one, whatever. No, I'm going to put it in the same thing. So now I've got natural log, my base is e, of x is equal to my entire exponent. Natural log of m squared. Okay, those guys would cancel out. X is equal to m squared. Okay, we flew by that. Okay, things I need you to make sure you have is know your natural log to, or log to exponential and exponential to log. Do your homework.